work the system.
You kind of touched on this earlier, but moving forward with this process, and as we highlighted, the major news, there's GSA moving forward with the transition process. But the fight that you're continuing now, is it more about election integrity at this point, or does the campaign really and truly still see a clear path to victory?
There's no doubt that if we are able to prove our case in court, looking at the states, Arizona, looking at Georgia, looking at places like Michigan and Pennsylvania, where we believe that there are irregularities, and we can show fraud in court and toss out illegally cast ballots, ballots that should not have been counted, people that are dead or not on the rolls, or if there's anything, evidence that can be provided about Dominion and any discrepancies there, it can overturn the certifications in these states, and thus giving President Trump the win through the legal votes that were cast. This is not a question about the intent of people. This is about legally voting and the integrity of our elections and the integrity of future elections, Democrat or Republican. In America, we should not be complacent or excited or happy that voter irregularities took place. And that is why the team that is in place for the president's campaign, Rudy Giuliani and Jenna Ellis and others, are going to provide evidence and get to the bottom of this in the courts if we can have fair hearings in the courts.
Let me ask you this one question before you go. I know you're a part of Black Voices for Trump Coalition, so it's very important, I think, to highlight this. President Trump, as you know, made huge gains with Black and Latino voters in major cities in this election. But in some cities, like the big ones, like Atlanta, Milwaukee, it wasn't the same. That didn't match. Why is that? Why was the turnout different in cities like Atlanta and Milwaukee as far as Black votes are concerned than other parts of the country?
Well, I think that if this is why we need to look into it. This is why we need to look at voter irregularities. This is why we need to look into the voter rolls. It is easy for things to happen in these big metropolitan counties where thousands, or if not hundreds of thousands of votes can be potentially tampered with. This is why we're looking into it. But I am proud of the work that the RNC and the Trump campaign did to expand the GOP. The party is bigger. The party is more diverse. The party looks even more like America in terms of the people who are voting for Republicans and in terms of the people who have been elected to serve in federal positions and down ballot positions on the Republican side. There's no doubt that President Trump expanded the party and made us more diverse, and that's a good thing.
Paris Dennard joining us live here on this Tuesday. Paris, good to see you.